So I told y'all I was gonna come back with another one. Just had to take care of some errands right quick. This one is different. We talking about something totally different. Um, I'm back to the original question that I asked the other day, because the more and more I think about it, the more and more it seems like it's very important, and that it's something missing from the investigation, like somebody was trying to cover something up. But I'm not trying to supersede nobody else's investigation. I really don't care who else talking about the brother on their page, honestly. I just got questions that I need answered. And that's the reason why I came on here in the first place. And that's the reason why I'm still on YouTube. Because I want to speak my mind. And because I still have questions about what happened to our brother. So, one of the main things I've been talking about in conjunction with our brother is the fact that despite everything else that was going on, with all the towels getting pulled out of the store, with all the carpet missing, with all of that happening, they still left a $150,000 Jag and a armored truck sitting outside for months. But in terms of the vehicle that the brother drove, what's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to stay on point. What's up? What's up? But in terms of the car that the brother drove in that day, supposedly, that vehicle was returned immediately to where it came from. Now, and not only was it returned immediately, like a day or two after the memorial, but not even a member of the family drove the car. They had to have like one of the people from All Money In to take the car back. I don't know the reason. I'm not sure. Could have just been for sentimental purposes. I'm not speculating. My question is, why did they hurry up and get that Benz from that parking lot? That's been my question for the longest, since I first posed that question almost 3.5 weeks ago. I still haven't gotten an answer to it. Like I said, I don't care what everybody else talking about on their page. That's their page. They have the right to talk about whatever they want to talk about. But the reason why I came on YouTube was because I wanted to talk about stuff that was on my mind, and because I had my own questions about what happened. And one of the main questions that I had in regard to our brother is why that car got towed so quick. And where did it get taken to? Now this brother, we talking about our brother. I'm not gonna say his name because YouTube like to censor, so we're not gonna say his name, but we know who we talking about. The brother who created Victory Lap, we know who we talking about. Our brother had many cars that's been sitting up in a storage unit since everything happened, since the funeral procession, when they brought all the cars out. But they sent back the Mercedes that he drove on a daily basis immediately. Why? I would like an answer to that question. I think a whole lot about this case. Y'all look at whatever y'all want to look at. Y'all can look at Eric, whatever his name is, and y'all could look at Big U, and y'all can look at all that stuff and try to put together stuff that people already putting together. I'm just asking a simple question. And my question is, why did they get rid of the Benz so quickly? That's something that we should be focusing on. Now, other pages, like I said, they can choose to work on whatever they want to work on. A lot of people not even talking about it because there's nothing really jumping out right now. So no clickbait right now. So they ain't really putting that in front of y'all face. I've been talking about this since like 3 weeks ago, and I asked y'all where the black car was and why it got towed so quick. And 3 weeks later, I still don't have an answer. So it's kind of troubling to me that I still don't have an answer, and it's been 3 weeks. So I'm wondering, like, did this car have some evidence in it? You know, did it happen in the car? I mean, you know, like, did it start in the car? Like, I don't know, because I wasn't there. So I have to go by what I'm told, and I've told y'all everything that I was told as far as what I know. But something is very, very strange about that fact. And anybody else telling you they investigating that Benz, they're a damn lie. I don't give a fuck who come on YouTube. Ain't nobody been talking about what happened to the Benz. I don't give a fuck what page you go on. So if somebody come out and say that, they're a damn lie. Because ain't nobody talking about the Benz and why it got picked up. That's what we talking about today. What's up, everybody? The question I'm asking, you left a $150,000 Jaguar, brand new Jag, beautiful Jaguar, sitting in the lot. You left probably a $100,000 armored truck sitting in the lot. But 2-3 days after the memorial service, you got that Benz the fuck up out of there. Why? And then not only did you get the Benz out of there, you had a non-family member take the Benz wherever you took it. Nah, nobody talked about that before. That's a damn lie. They talked about the cars in conjunction with where the car was. I'm asking why the car got towed so quickly. No, they did not. No, you cannot tell me nobody had that conversation. I done been through everybody's videos. That's bullshit. Wasn't nobody talking about the Benz. People talking about other cars that was in the parking lot. Nobody was talking about why the Benz got towed so fast. That's bullshit. I ain't heard nobody talk about that, but me and Kev. That devil is a lie. I want to find out why. The question I'm asking. No other bullshit added in, no other conversations added in. The question I'm asking is, why would you leave a $150,000 Jaguar, brand new, beautiful, gloss black with rims on it, sitting in a fucking parking lot with an armored truck that you just got painted? So we'll say that's probably like $60,000 to $70,000, $80,000. These two vehicles just sitting there, no problem. They just chilling. But that Benz that he drove every day, you hurried up and got the fuck up out of there. It's a reason why. And then not only did they hurry up and get the Benz the fuck up out of there, but then a family member didn't even take the Benz back, which is very peculiar. They had to have Jay Stone take the Benz back to wherever they took it. Now, if somebody leasing a car and they die, once your insurance, they have to wait till your insurance is settled and all your accounts is settled, then they try to get paid. They don't just come get your shit. So to say to somebody that you had to turn that shit in right away, that's bullshit. The man just died. They had plenty of time to turn that car in. They could have worked out plenty of time to turn that vehicle in if they were going to turn it in. They could have waited till they got repo. Shit, just left it there. If you're feeling sentimental, just leave the car there, lock it. Why did they turn this car in, get it from up there so quickly? That's the question that people need to be fucking asking. And nobody asked that question. I don't care what nobody said. I done been on everybody's fucking page. Everybody talked about the cars in the parking lot and that fake ass video and all of that shit. People talked about the position of the cars, all of that shit. Yes, they did. But nobody talked about why the fucking Benz got taken back so quickly. Except for me and Kev. Me and Kev, the only two that discussed that. Me and him had a full conversation about it. Why they took the Benz back so fast. What was the reason? If you look at the video for the memorial service, his Benz was out there. A day after the memorial service, his Benz was still sitting there. I think it was 2 days after the memorial service, they got that shit the fuck up out of there. Jay Stone came and picked it up. It was a video. It was a post about it that he took the car back. His CD was still in the CD player. He felt real sentimental about it because Nip was playing him all the way up to the end and all this shit. So, no, nobody has not been speaking about this particular incident. I done heard people talk about the cars in the parking lot where they was trying to figure out which cars was in the lot the day of the fucking whatever, that fake ass video. Yes, that is true. That is true. There were videos about all the cars in the lot. Yes. There were videos about individual vehicles like the white BMW and this car and this car and this car. But there are no fucking videos except the one me and Kev did that specifically talk about why they towed that Benz so quickly that Nipsey drove every day and why they left those two fucking vehicles sitting there forever till it got ticketed. They left that fucking, I don't think it was a loaner, bro. Why would it be a loaner? That was his everyday vehicle. That was his that was his. If that was a gift card, then that means he owns it because they took it out of his profits. So no, that's not a label card. If it was a label card, they could have kept the card because they take it out of your royalties. So that's what you call a what's the name expense? I can't think of the name, but where you don't get that shit back, it come out of your money. So if they gave him a car, which I highly doubt that he took a car from the dealership, I highly doubt that he leased that car and then buy that and leased. I guarantee you that fucking Jaguar was probably leased. I can't see that leasing. I can't see leasing that Benz. And even if it was leased, they would have still had to wait until after the probate for Sam or somebody to be in charge of his estate before they started taking back cars. It's against the law. It's against the fucking law for you to, like, they have to be able to settle the estate. So first thing they probably did was after everything was over, they started looking at the bills that this man probably had every month. And they was like, okay, we don't need this no more. We don't need this no more. We don't need this no more. They don't need some more. But you don't have to be in a rush in a situation like that. Sam, please, what? What did Coco say? No, I don't think so. Why would you? I mean, even if the vehicle, even if the 150,000, think about what you're saying. Why would you leave $150,000 Jaguar sitting in a parking lot in the middle of the hood? It don't make sense, right? Even if, let's just say it was leased, right? So let's go with Coco's assumption. Let's say it was leased. Still, why would you leave a fucking $150,000 Jaguar just sitting in the parking lot on Crenshaw and Slauson? But you hurried up and got that Benz the fuck up out of there. Hurried up and got that shit up out of there. And you ain't gonna tell me that fucking Jag ain't more than that Benz. Cause that was an SUV Benz. That was like a fucking $60,000, $70,000 Benz. That wasn't no fucking top of the line Benz. He drove that to take his daughter to school, have room in the back and all that shit. He had some custom shit in there, but still. That wasn't no $150,000 Mercedes SUV. That wasn't that truck, that four-wheel drive. So nah, you can't get me to believe that shit. That Jaguar was worth a lot of money. That shit was beautiful. That shit was beautiful. Gloss black with rims on it. Looked like a snake almost. That thing was beautiful. And they just left that shit sitting there for almost 2 months. They left all money in truck just sitting there. But you hurry up and got that Benz the fuck up out of there. That Benz gone immediately. So why the hurry with the Benz? I don't understand what you're saying. Who is not about? I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you're talking about, Miss Lee. So what I'm saying to y'all is, my question, I'm not talking about the other shit that people have been posting. I'm not talking about the other breakdowns that other people done did on their pages of that fake ass video, because they talking about what's in the lot right at that point in time. There ain't nobody they talking about the shit that's right there. They break it down, who driving this, who driving that. I'm telling y'all, I looked at all these videos before I determined that they was fucking bullshit. I looked at videos about the white BMW. I looked at videos about the owner of the white BMW. I looked at videos about the black Audi. I looked at videos about all these different cars. Not one fucking person talked about why that Benz got pulled up out of there so quick. Period. Nobody was talking about that shit. Me and Kev brought that up 3 weeks ago in a specific conversation, asking where the Benz was when at the time of the murder, supposedly, in regard to the video. We asked that question, but then we started talking about why did the Benz get taken up out of there so quickly? Everybody giving me answers, but I'm asking y'all questions so that y'all can think, not necessarily just to answer me. This is a question for y'all to ponder. Do you understand what I'm saying? For y'all to think. I shouldn't be the only one thinking about this. This shit is very important. Why would they hurry up and get the Benz the fuck up out of there? But you leave a $150,000 car sitting night and day. Left that motherfucker just sitting there. Rain, shine. They done built a whole fucking memorial, glass, everything around this bitch. Put fucking posters around it. $150,000 Jaguar. You just leave that shit there. But the Benz little SUV truck that you take your daughter to school in and you ride around in just around the city when you don't want to be flossing, that one you hurry up and take back to wherever they took it. I understand what y'all saying. Listen to me. It's okay for y'all to comment here. I encourage comments. But I don't want you to comment if you're not going to think past this conversation. Don't even be involved in this conversation if you're not going to do no research or try to put no work in to go forward. I'm not saying I'm taking credit for the shit. Maybe somebody did ask the question before me and Kev. I doubt it because I didn't see the shit nowhere. I seen all the other demonstrations of the 45-minute videos, all the car breakdowns, who owned this, why this ain't have a tag, all this shit. Black Audi, white BMW, the other white car, all of that shit. But I ain't hear nobody fucking ask the direct question, what happened to the Benz? Why did they hurry up and get the Benz the fuck up out of there? Why did they hurry up and get that Benz the fuck out of there? That Benz was gone like 2-3 days after the memorial. Now, a person dies, right? There's no rush to hurry up and get a fucking car back to a dealer or whoever, because you have to wait, because the family could wait until the estate is starting to be settled to decide if they're gonna pay or not. So they have time. By law, they have time. They didn't have to rush that car to wherever it had to go. That's bullshit. Somebody say a lease. A lease don't mean shit when somebody die, because they may have had insurance that would cover part of what the program is that they had under the lease. So that's bullshit. Think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to take credit for this shit. I'm saying this so y'all can think. I haven't brought up a Nipsey Hussle topic in a while, so I'm bringing one up tonight. And it's the one that we brought up before, 3.5 weeks ago, me and Kev. And we started working on the answer. But we wasn't able to come up with an answer because there's no answer to be found so far. So I'm telling y'all, something about that fucking Benz got something to do with what happened. Something about that Benz, or something that was in that Benz, or something that attached to that Benz, or some shit that's regarding the Benz had something to do with his murder. Period. Something happened in the Benz. Something happened regarding the Benz, because they got that bitch the fuck up out of there and hurried up and got that Benz somewhere. Talking about they had to take it back to the dealer. You don't have to turn no car to no dealer when somebody died right away. You make them motherfuckers wait until you set a person over the estate, and then the estate will decide if they want to settle, and then you got to look over all the insurance. That's what they said. I don't know if it went to the dealership. That's the question. We don't know where it went, Miss Shirley. Jay Stone said he returned it to the dealership, but what do that mean to us? We don't know. We didn't drive the car. You might not never see that shit again. Exactly. You ain't gonna never see that shit again. And then they don't want nobody to get that shit neither, so they can't. Well, you're gonna take it back to the dealer. They're gonna say this is the car Nipsey got killed in, so people can get the car and research it. No, that's bullshit. He had to have got the car. If he rented the car in Cali, if he leased the car in Cali, even if it was a lease, somebody should see this shit somewhere. So it's no fucking way you could tell me that it's because it was a lease that you had to hurry up and take this car back. Because anybody that knows anything about estates and settling estates, you know that they have to wait for your estate to settle for you to be able to talk to the people who have bills and stuff with you. Because you can't do anything until the estate settles. So Black Sam, one of them, was probably like, well, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. I got to wait until I can take power of attorney, and then we can go ahead and decide what we're going to do. Plus, they got to wait for the fucking insurance paperwork to be read, because he may have had paperwork from in his insurance that covered him in certain vehicles under certain circumstances. So y'all got to look at shit like this. Like, they're not talking to you about this. Everybody talk about this fucking 45-second video, all the other bullshit, some of the stuff is legit, like why the carpet is up in the marathon, and why there's missing, all that shit that part is cool. But my question about the whole shit is, where is the Benz, and why did they get it the fuck up out of there so quick? Easy question. Easy question. You ain't got to speculate about shit. You ain't got. If we find the Benz, we good. Because the Benz gonna tell the story. You watch what I tell you. You can't find that fucking Benz, you know it has something to do with what happened. I'm telling y'all, that shit is weird. And anybody that sit on YouTube and lie and say they had a video about what happened to the Benz, they a damn lie. It probably do have evidence in it. We'll probably never know because they probably done got rid of that car. It's got GPS. GPS records all the places you done been. And this is a modern car, so I think it was a 2018, he said. So modern Mercedes-Benz keeps track of your ass. So that's one part of it. So shit, even if you can't find the car, if you can get in, that's why I said we need a hacker. Because a hacker could go into Mercedes-Benz information and the GPS shit and find out where that car was and where it is now. See, we need a fucking hacker. That's what we need. We don't need talkers. We need some fucking hackers that can hack into the government, all that shit. We don't know where he got killed at, Miss Jackson. Nobody knows where he got killed at. If they did, then there wouldn't be speculation to why the carpet is gone or why the wood paneling is gone and the roof got blood on it and this and that and that. Nobody knows how Nipsey got killed. Everybody is speculating. So the question that I'm asking in speculation is, why did this car that could have sat there just like the rest of that shit get taken out of there so quickly, and why? There was no reason for it. If you're going to let a $150,000 brand new Jaguar sit still in a fucking hood every day, 24 hours a day, no fucking gate around the property, just a $150,000 Jaguar and a fucking Brinks truck that say all money in, just sitting there chilling. But you got to hurry up and get this $60,000 Benz back to the dealer? That's bullshit. You don't pull no wool over my eyes. People always saying people see everything. People don't see shit. And if people seen it, they ain't gonna tell you they saw it. People ain't gonna tell black people, especially if they could have seen the nigga get killed, and they ain't gonna tell you who did it. Because that's how we are. We so fucked up in the head. They'll watch the whole thing go down, don't help, record it, and then probably send it to YouTube. I'm surprised nobody did that shit, because I'm sure somebody seen it. That lady said she saw it. And ain't no way you could tell me you seen some shit like that and you ain't recorded on your phone. That lady that was talking about they had a lady who yeah, exactly. I already know. I do that for a living, Coco. I know. I'm just not giving y'all all that right there. Mercedes-Benz, when you lease or rent your Mercedes-Benz, you have to put down a significant amount of money for a lease, to lease the car, and then you have to have certain types of insurance in your specifically. But then if he got the car, like they said, from the label as a gift, it would have been a recoupable amount that's on his paperwork. So either way, the car paid for. Or either way, it wouldn't have been no rush to get the car back to nowhere, because they would have had to wait for the power of attorney to be settled to see if they was going to get paid or not. No need for the car to be rushed out of there. No fucking need whatsoever. And knowing that business, like I know it, why would it be a loaner? And even if it was a loaner, still, why would you be in a rush? You about to bury your fucking brother. You about to bury your brother. You about to plan a funeral. You doing a memorial service. It's not important, even if it was a loaner. It is not that fucking important that it would have had to have gotten back there that quick. Even if the car was past due, they still gotta wait for the fucking what's-the-name to go through. The power of attorney. You gotta give a man a chance to be able to settle his estate. They knew that man died without a will. And that man probably bought a whole bunch of cars from them. Probably bought them all from the same place. All the cars he had, where they pulled all them cars out for his funeral, those are all his cars. All them vehicles he owned. The Bentley, the fucking all them shits he owned that they keep in the fucking storage facility. They all own them shits. So you telling me he don't own the $50,000-$60,000 Benz? That don't even fucking make sense. That's his daily car. But he owned all the big shit. The Ferrari and the fucking the Bentley wagon and the fucking Bentley and the other one, and so he don't, but he don't pay for the $50,000 Mercedes. That don't make sense. And then you leave. My main thing is this: then you rush that car back to wherever it goes, but then you leave $150,000 fucking car sitting 24 hours a day in the middle of the fucking hood like it ain't nothing. That shit don't make no sense. That you can explain to me how you can take a car that's like 50,000-60,000, a Mercedes SUV type, 50,000-60,000 at most, after you drive it off the lot. Probably was a little bit more when he first got it. Drive it off the lot. This shit probably 60 grand. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you leave $150,000 Jaguar sitting, just chilling. I'm surprised that nobody spray paint the bitch with Nipsey or some shit, because it was there the whole time. But they hurried up and got that Benz the fuck up out of there though. That Benz got the fuck up out of there. Why? That's my question. Why? And that should be y'all question too. I don't know what car his mom drove. But the car that Nipsey drove regularly, they said, was the Benz. If you look at a lot of the videos, even the ones toward the end, that's the car that he was usually in when he dropped his daughter off and shit like that. The shit don't make sense. And it needs to make sense. It's not a hard question. It's a very easy question. Why would you remove a Benz that's worth like 60,000 in a couple days, rush it back wherever it had to go that you say it had to go, supposedly, but you leave $150,000 brand new Jaguar sitting in the middle of the fucking hood in a parking lot? No rush on that motherfucker. No rush on the Jag. Leave that shit there. No, don't worry about the Jag. The Benz ain't even got no fucking rims on it. It's just a regular little Benz SUV, little type SUV. Don't make sense. So these are the questions that people should be asking and debating. It ain't about who get credit, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying to y'all, I'm tired of hearing about the shit that they say that we don't bring up or we didn't bring out first and all that. Fuck that. This question is important, whoever the fuck brought it up first. Let's just get past that bullshit. This question needs to be fucking answered. What happened to the Benz? Why did y'all rush that fucker out of there? Why did y'all? Okay, so why does that even sound right? So you leave the Jag though, the $150,000 Jag though. There's no sentiment with the $150,000 Jaguar though. Come on, Miss Rebecca. I feel you, but all you had to do was lock the doors. Or they could have moved the car somewhere else. They said they took the car back, meaning they got rid of the car. They took the car back. Not somebody took the car, Melissa. They said basically that Jay Stone, I guess, was told to take the car wherever he took it. And while he was in the vehicle, he said Nipsey had his CD in there and he was feeling real sentimental because he was like, damn, Nip was playing my music up until the time where he was in the car last. So nah, nobody picked up their car. They sent the car back. What reason would you have when somebody dies, you have a certain amount of time to straighten out your business? 3 days is not fucking, no fucking dealership, no fucking rental company, no fucking financial company is gonna fuck with you after 3 days and somebody just passed away. There's no fucking way on earth. I don't know who car the black Jaguar is. My concern is about the Benz and why the fuck the Benz got got removed from that marathon lot so quickly. Exactly. Thank you. So he got the car, whether he leased it or bought it. Regardless, he had time. If he leased it, he had time. If he bought it, he had time to make a decision. Not fucking 3 days, 4 days. I believe there was something in the car. I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't want his patterns to be known because you can run the GPS for Mercedes. And maybe they didn't want people to fucking find out where he had been. I don't know shit. All I'm saying is we need to think about, it shouldn't just me thinking. It shouldn't just be me. We should all be on that point because that shit is important. And ain't nobody talking about it. Where is the Benz? Period. There was no rush to get that. There should have never been a rush to get that vehicle back wherever the fuck it had to go, if it had to go somewhere. That's bullshit. Somebody died, you got time to settle your estate. Any financial company on planet Earth will tell you that. You got time to settle your accounts and your estate. Ain't nobody coming after you 3 days fucking after somebody die. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. The devil is a lie. That's pure, unadulterated bullshit. There's no financial company on planet Earth that will come after you after fucking 3 days and you just got killed. They said it got drove back to the dealer. We don't know where it got drove to. They said it got drove back to the dealer. That car would be worth $1 million, bro. If they put any kind of Nipsey thing to that. We talking about something else, Renee. That's a different conversation. I want to know that today's conversation is specifically about the Mercedes truck and where it is and why they hurried up and got it the fuck out of there. Because it don't make sense. Even if Nip was late on his payments, by somebody dying, they get time to set up their time in their accounts, to bury the person, to set up a person over the estate so that they can get paid or decide what they want to do. That is bullshit. All that they had to hurry up and get it back to the dealers, but that's bullshit. I work in finance. That's bullshit. Bullshit. That's why we talking about it piece by piece, Melvin. And that's why we stay on the point one by one, because if you go too far past one thing, people just mind start fucking going everywhere, then you can't concentrate on nothing. So that's why I said today's topic that we're talking about today is that Benz and why the fuck it hurry up and got the fuck up out of there. But in the same breath, why you would leave a $150,000 brand new Jaguar sitting there for almost 2-3 months. That could be. I mean, I understand about the armored truck. I feel you. I don't think it needed work. I think they just left it there because they was advertising. So that was an advertisement. So I understand why they left the truck there. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with the truck anyway. I mean, who gonna drive the fucking truck around? My point is to say, but you left the truck there and you left this fucking $150,000 Jaguar sitting there, brand new. But you hurried up and got that Benz the fuck out of there. 2-3 days. Look at the memorial pictures. Look at the memorial pictures. You ain't got to believe me. Look at them for yourself. I don't know who the fucking Jag belongs to. I'm talking about the Benz. Let's stay on point, please. The Benz. The Benz is the point. The Benz is the point, no matter who it belongs to. All I'm saying to you is, all I'm saying to y'all is, that Benz holds the key to this shit. I'm telling y'all. And ain't nobody talking about this shit. They hurried up and got that Benz the fuck up out of there. Go look at the memorials. You're going to look at day 1, day 2, probably, I don't remember exactly how many days it was there, but I don't think it was more than 2 or 3. It was no more than 2 or 3 fucking days that Benz was sitting there. and they got that Benz the fuck out of there. Quick. But leave that fucking $150,000 brand new Jaguar sitting on Crenshaw and Slauson 24 hours a day with no security in the plaza. Yeah, that shit don't make no sense, right? That's what I'm saying, guys. Everything else is cool to talk about. All the other stuff, the breakdowns, all of that, all of this, all of that, the rooftops and all the white BMW breakdown and all of that shit, all of that's great. Tell me where the fuck the Benz is. And tell me why they had to hurry up and get that fucking Benz out of there. Because there's no reason you can tell me that they had to rush that car out of there. None. There's no reason. When somebody dies and their estate is in probate or is not settled, you have to give that fucking family time to settle the estate. And you give them time through whatever measure you can by either doing extensions or shit like that. If it's financed, if it's other ways, I don't know how he got the car. I'm just saying. If he got it through the record label, that means it's his car. He paid through it through royalties. But I don't think Nip was stupid enough to do that. He told you he not letting the label give him shit. So I don't believe the label would have given him a car because he wouldn't have accepted the car because he said only thing he want is the money. He don't want royalties. He don't want no upfront advances. He told y'all that a car would be part of an advance. No, I don't believe that. So no, I don't think the car was part of any type of record deal. So we can scratch that shit. We could scratch the Atlantic Records ownership bullshit. Cause if the people give you a car, that's a recoupable expense that comes out of your royalties. Nip told y'all he not fucking with no royalty. I mean, he not fucking with no recoupable shit. He want his royalty payments off of what he owns. Period. I don't think he would have been stupid enough to accept the car from them because they would have charged that from his royalties, and he already had money. Why would he let them take money from him? That's out. I don't believe that shit. Secondarily to that, if he leased a car, you don't have to turn a car back in when somebody dies just because they died under a lease. Your insurance might cover that car to pay for the car under your lease. Depends on type of insurance you have. And knowing Nip, more than likely, he probably had good insurance on it because if you lease a car, you have to have a certain type of credit to get the vehicle in the first fucking place. Then you have to have a certain level of, if you got the certain level of credit, then they gonna insure the car to a certain point. So that car might have been fucking paid for considering the type of insurance he may have had or how he had it covered. So it would have been no fucking reason to send the car back. Why did they send the Benz away so quickly? That is the question that needs to be answered. No, nothing else. No rooftop bullshit. No white BMW. No black Audi. No, none of that other shit. Just straight to the point. Where is this fucking Benz? And why did it have to be why did it have to be removed so quickly? Period. That's it. That's the only question of the day. And until we can answer that, all that other shit don't mean shit. That Benz hold the key. I'm telling y'all. That Benz and them floors. That Benz and them floors in the marathon hold the key. That's why they hurried up and locked. That's why they hurried up and got that Benz the fuck up out of there. And that's why they hurried up and closed the marathon store. Exactly. It's their property. Exactly. You got a $150,000 fucking Jaguar sitting on Crenshaw and Slauson 24 hours a day. No security. But you take this fucking $60,000 Benz and you got to hurry up and get that fucking thing out of there? Nah, bro. No. You can't tell me that shit. The Jag sat there for almost 4 months, bro. And the only reason they moved the Jag because the city ticketed it and they was going to tow the car and impound it. Why the fuck did y'all have to move that Benz and take it wherever y'all took it? That's bullshit. Pure bullshit. The Benz holds the key. I'm telling y'all. That's why they got it the fuck up out of there. As soon as they got that Benz out of there, then they did the shit with the marathon store where they fucking closed the plaza down. Am I lying? Look at the timeline. Get rid of the Benz. Let's close the stores. Let's get everything tight. Let's get everything tight. We got rid of the Benz. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and lock down the stores and everything so we can seal in the evidence till we can do something different with it. I don't know where it's at. But what I'm saying is, y'all definitely need to be thinking about that as a question. Not just me. It's not my question. It's a question for the group. Y'all are my people. I'm giving y'all a question for us to think about. Good night, Miss Burley. That's how y'all look. That's how y'all have to look at it. And if y'all not looking at it like, if y'all waiting for me to give y'all all the answers, then you have the wrong page. I'm telling you right now, because I'm not going to be the person that gives you all the answers. Okay. So this is something that y'all can look into for yourselves. If you, everybody claiming they want justice for Nip, justice for Nip, justice for Nip. I hear all y'all talking about that shit, but I'm giving y'all some shit to check for yourself that can help. If it's about that lady, I don't want to see it. So tell me now before I go look, because I'm gonna be upset. I don't want to hear nothing about that other lady. I don't want to hear nothing about that lady, Keita. So if it's about her, tell me now, because I'm not gonna read it. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna stay on too much longer. I already been on once tonight. But that's the question of the day, guys. What happened to the Benz and why? No other questions that need to be asked. Answer that one. Why did y'all hurry up and get that Benz out of there? Of all the shit y'all could have moved, of all the stuff y'all could have moved, of all the shit y'all could have moved in that lot, why would y'all get rid of the Benz so quickly? That should tell y'all something right there. So I'm telling y'all, I'm not even taking credit no more. I don't give a fuck who came up with it first, blah, 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 whatever the fuck that people talk about on this place. But I'm telling y'all, it's very, very important. Ask about that Benz. See if we can get information on where he got the car from. We could do an investigation ourselves. Okay. We can do an investigation for ourselves to find out where the car went or where it was supposed to go. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, she ain't on here, so I can't tell her to hit me up. If she was on here, I could kind of tell her to talk to me, but she ain't on here right now. Okay, well, I can't be on there right now. So. What is it about? Since we on our page, I can't really be on their page right now. So, what's she talking about, Keita? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess. All right, Miss Letitia, have a good night. But think about what I'm saying, guys. I'm not staying on here much longer. These bugs is out. That's real important, man. Look into that shit. Because I'm telling you, it's going to hide some secrets. They moved that car for a reason. There's no reason why they had to hurry up and get that car out of there. You can't tell me. I don't give a fuck what excuse you come up with. I don't care what excuse y'all come up with. You can't tell me a reason why they had to move that car. There was no reason legally or financially that they had to move that car that quick. No way. That car hides something. Or is hiding something. So I'm about to be out, y'all. Something to think about, because we're going to talk about it again. So y'all be a little bit prepared next time, because we're going to talk about it again for sure. I'm going to try to see if I can creep over the little care page and see what he's talking about for a minute. But hope y'all have a good night. Juice, be good, man. I'm about to go. I'm about to jump on there. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man. I'm gonna check the email as well. But think about what I said, guys, and put some time into that effort right there. Yeah, I know. The Jaguar was bulletproof. Okay, cool. I got you. I'm over there. All right, y'all. So I'll get with y'all in a minute. Peace.